Welcome everybody to TNTspices. In front of me, I have a rack of ribs already pre-seasoned. Last night, I removed the membrane as we've done many times, and this is optional. Then I seasoned our rack of ribs with Hot for Preacher. Seasoned it well on both sides. This is all we placed on our ribs because this has got a pretty high salt content. I didn't use our SPG as we typically do. And we're going to smoke these outside. Then we're going to use these remaining ingredients to flavor up our ribs. Stay tuned. Smoker is set at 225 degrees. We are going to smoke these for 3 hours. Let's make ourselves a delicious homemade barbecue sauce. I have 1 tablespoon of just a neutral oil. We're just using some canola oil here. With the oil heated, we're going to add some onion. I had 1 very small onion actually, so you're probably looking at about a 1/4 cup of onion that I diced up. We're going to saute this until it's slightly tender. Next, I have about a tablespoon of some fresh roasted garlic that we had. Now, you could just use some fresh garlic that you can mince up, a good tablespoon of that as well. Here, I have about a pound of fresh peaches.
Hey, sugar, won't you come over and take a bite?
That we sliced up. Then I took about 2 tablespoons of fresh squeezed lemon juice and I tossed these peaches in that lemon juice to keep these fresh. We're going to add them into our pot. Now we're going to take some ketchup. I have a 1/4 cup in here. We're going to add a little more of that. We're going to do about a total of 6 to 8 tablespoons worth of ketchup. Mix this in. Now I have 2 tablespoons of W sauce. I'm going to add that in. I have 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons of tomato sauce. Now you can also use tomato paste. It's what I would typically use, but I did not have any left. Here I have some minced up fresh lemongrass. Now this is a 1/2 tablespoon worth. You may also use fresh ginger if you like. Grate up some fresh ginger and mix that in. I have 6 tablespoons of dark brown sugar. I have a shot glass of Smirnoff's Peach Mango. I have sour suicide nectar. This is their peach hot sauce. This stuff is not flamethrower hot. It's got a nice spice. The flavor is phenomenal on this because this is going to go great. We'll give ourselves a nice tablespoon. And last, we're going to take some of our SPG blend.
Delicious, so delicious.
I'm going to put about a teaspoon. Mix all this up. And we'll let this come to a simmer. Let's check our sauce. All right, stir. Now, next we are going to take an immersion blender. If you don't have an immersion blender, you could simply take this and put this inside of a regular blender. I gave it a little taste test, and this is where you want to adjust it for yourself. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a dash of some liquid hickory smoke. That's only about a 1/4 teaspoon. And I'm also going to add a little additional amount of our SPG, probably another 1/2 tablespoon worth. We'll give it a stir. This is done now. We will set this to the side and we will use this with our ribs when they're ready. Our ribs have been smoking for 3 hours. We're going to take these off, bring them in the house and wrap these up. I have 3 tablespoons of butter that I've laid down. I am next going to take some maple syrup. This is the General's Maple Mayhem. I'm going to pour some of this. Now, you can also use brown sugar. I'm going to pour about 2 to 3 tablespoons worth. Next, I am going to take some of Sour's Suicide Nectar. And we're going to pour some of this on. We're going to give about a tablespoon. We're going to take our ribs, meat side down, lay them on there. Next, I have another 3 tablespoons of butter. And we're going to repeat the process. Some of our maple mayhem. And some more of our Sour's Suicide Nectar. This time, nice and heavy. A good 2 to 3 tablespoons just on the top side. These are the canned peaches that we had. I drained the bottle, and then I sliced these peaches into slices. We are going to add these as well. Now, we will wrap this up good and tight. Throw this back out onto our smoker. It's been 2 additional hours that our ribs were out on that smoker. We brought them in. We've unwrapped them. They smell delicious. We're going to take these peaches that we have sitting. We're going to place these in a bowl for now. We're going to take our ribs off of this foil. Set these to the side. We're going to save these juices. We don't want this to go to waste. That is a lot of flavor in there.
You try to throw that out, I'll throw you out.
We are going to pour these juices into the barbecue sauce that we made earlier. This is going to add even more flavor to this sauce. We're going to take some of this sauce. We're going to pour this right over top of our ribs. We're going to brush this on. We're going to take these ribs, place these back out onto our smoker to allow this sauce to tack up. Now we're going to probably have them out there about 15 minutes, and we'll apply a second coat of this sauce while they're on the smoker. We've had our ribs out here about 15 to 20 minutes. We're now going to apply a little bit more of this delicious barbecue sauce that we made. All right, we'll apply another coat of our barbecue sauce in about another 15 to 20 minutes.
I'd rather watch paint dry.
Another 15 minutes has passed by. We'll put our final coat of sauce. Once again, we'll give these 15 more minutes and then bring these into the house. Our ribs are finished. We're going to cut these up. Now I've done it. I've cut the dickens out of my finger. With these cut, as you can see, these are nice and moist and juicy, delicious. We have some extra barbecue sauce. Now all the rest of this barbecue sauce you can keep in your refrigerator for a period of time, or you can freeze it for a future use. You can eat these just without additional sauce, or do as I'm doing and drown these bad boys.
Sauce!
Help!
Sauce!
No sauce!
Packed with flavor. Thank you, as always, for joining TNTspices. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and as always, to each and every one of you guys out there, God bless.